We're here at the Creation Station at Wilson's Garden Center, and I want to talk a little bit about maybe your plants, your containers are a little bit tired, maybe went on vacation, they didn't get watered as well as you might have wanted them to. We're going to just try to refurbish them a little bit for the upcoming season. What we're going to do is I'm just going to rip this old stuff out. That's my microphone from bending over. I'll try not to bend too much. And we have just a little bit of mixture soil up. This is the only time that I really approve of using your leftover soil from last time. If it was spring, I would definitely say get rid of this old soil, but we're just going to top dress this a little bit. Let me get some soil here, Holly, and you can see what it looks like. Wilson's Mix. One nice thing about working here at the Creation Station is you can leave a mess and I get to clean it up. Bring your stuff in. If you don't want to plant it, I'll plant it for you. So we have some fresh soil. There's all kinds of plants, nice little annual grass, that little bit of pruning on the roots. It's called girdling, real easy to fix. Just do a little bit of cutting, a little bit of upturn. And remember, our three elements on our containers are, you have your thriller, which is your tall, and then we have some mums starting to show color. It's early, but they'll still be nice. And they're not looking too bad. Just a little bit of rip on here. And, I don't know, this is our asters, and they're going to be real fluffy. This will be a perennial for you. So when this season is done, before we get into our Christmas potting, our porch sitters with fresh greens and all that, we're going to use this, and then when that's ready, you can just pop it into the ground. And then for this, our thriller, our filler, and then I have some oregano. I like to plant with herbs. This gets a really pretty color in the fall. Different textures, different colors. Again, we got that root going on here, just a little bit. I think I'll put that one right here, and that's going to spill down over. And then for a little pop of color, we got some Swiss chard. Use it just for an ornamental, or you want to cook with it or eat it. Just walk out to your patio and pick yourself some chard. And it looks a little bare, so I'm going to add a little more color with a little bit of our sage. How's that for a quick fix? Gets a little bit later into fall, you're going to have a little more color. Maybe this one's done. You can always come back in, pop that out, put another one in. I say you're good to go until it's Christmas time. Thank you. And I say if you want to come out and pot, come on out. Hey Shelley, I've had a couple questions on Facebook concerning my vegetable garden. Some things are done. Is there anything I could plant now before it gets too cold that I'll still be able to enjoy for the season?
Sure.
Right.
We are starting a new batch of what we call cold crops, and now that it's August, it's time to think about getting those in the ground. These are a little bit on the small side, but they'll be ready to go in the next week or so. You've got your broccoli, your cabbage, cauliflower, kale, and collards. So those you'll just directly plant into the soil. You may want to freshen up your soil a bit. We have the bumper crop soil conditioner, which is really great. I use that in my garden. Just remove all your old foliage and debris, incorporate your soil conditioner, and it'll be, like I said, really a nice mix, and you'll be good to go. Jerry showed you the Bright Lights Swiss chard. You can direct sow that as well. And along with that, you've got your lettuces, your spinach, this is arugula. Those are all things that can be directly sown into the garden. Beets, radishes, you've got the red and the white. And peas too, the sugar snap and the little marvel, both of those can go in. And carrots, it's a great time to start carrots. And if your soil is a little more on the, compact side, the little finger carrot is great to grow here in Ohio because you don't have to worry about having that nice loose soil, 6 inches deep or whatever. Because it is a little mini carrot, it does really well in heavy soils.
That's cool. Most of this stuff is only like 60 days to maturity, and this is only, we got all of August, all of September. Even you can grow it even longer if it's going to frost. Just go out with your little sheet and cover your stuff up. You can enjoy this long into, I'd say, October, November.
Right.
Easily.
Right.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go plant. Hey Shelley, what's a few good tips for this August month coming up? Just little bits and pieces of info.
Well, if you do start sowing more seeds and transplanting the coal crops, make sure you do keep those moist until they get going. And the other things that you've planted this year, maybe some of the things last year, still need a good thorough soaking, every 3 days or so. Make sure that things are getting rooted in well, let them sort of dry out in between waterings.
Deadhead, pinchback, your hanging baskets. I mean, if they're looking really poor, just take your scissors and give them a good trim. You might want to wait on the fertilizer for a week or so, give them a good dose of fertilizer, and you'd be surprised. They really will perk back up. Same with your outside plants.
Right, with your perennials and such, especially those that the hummingbirds and butterflies like. Keep deadheading, which is removing the spent flowers, so that they will send out new, so that the hummingbirds and butterflies have a good source of nectar.
Yep. And same with your garden.
Right.
Keep your vegetables picked so they just keep coming on for you. If you just leave your fruit lay there, it's just laying there. It's not going to do anything else. The plant's going to think it's done because it doesn't want to do anything else. So give it a little boost there. I think that covers it. Yeah, for now. If we think of anything else, we'll buzz you back. See you on Facebook.